Your morning routine is sacred. It's that first cup of coffee, it wakes you up, it prepares you for the day. But what if that coffee was hiding a dangerous secret? Today we are talking about a serious health alert. Nationwide coffee recalls are happening right now. Products you might have in your kitchen have been pulled from store shelves. This is not a small issue. This is a matter of your family's safety. We need to talk about what is happening. The coffee you trust could be putting you at risk. This is an urgent warning for every coffee drinker. Several popular brands are involved. The reasons for these recalls are alarming. We are talking about foreign objects in your coffee. We are talking about contamination. We are even talking about mislabeled products that could cause serious health events. These are not minor mistakes, these are major safety failures. Your health could be on the line every time you brew a cup. It's my job to give you the information you need. You have a right to know what's in your food and drink. Your kitchen should be a safe space. I want you to stop what you are doing. I want you to listen closely. This information could protect you and your loved ones. The products in question were sold across the country. They were available at major retailers. This means millions of people could be affected. The threat is real and it is sitting in pantries right now. We must act quickly. Let's get right to the most important information. You need to know the names of the affected brands. I want you to check your kitchen as I list them. The first recall involves Dollar General. The specific product is their Clover Valley Instant Coffee. This is a popular, affordable brand. Many of you might have this in your home. This recall is particularly serious due to the nature of the contamination. We will discuss that in more detail shortly. Please take a moment to picture the jar in your pantry. Is it the Clover Valley brand? Make a mental note. The next recall concerns a product many people rely on for a caffeine-free option. The brand is called Our Family. The specific product is their decaf coffee. This coffee was sold in many supermarkets. People buy decaf for very specific health reasons. They might have a heart condition, they might have anxiety, they might be pregnant. This recall is about a serious labeling error. What was promised on the label was not what was inside the package. This breach of trust puts vulnerable people at significant risk. Finally, we have a recall affecting the world of single-serve coffee pods. The brand is New Mexico Pinon Coffee. These are incredibly popular for their convenience. Millions of people use them every single day. You put one in your machine and press a button. You trust that what comes out is pure, safe coffee. In this case, that trust was compromised by a chemical contamination issue. The recall was initiated because the ink used on the lids of the pods could leak into the coffee. When you brew a K-cup, hot water passes through the pod at high pressure. That process could be introducing ink chemicals directly into your drink. So, to be perfectly clear, here are the brands again. 1. Dollar General's Clover Valley Instant Coffee. 2. Our Family Decaf Coffee. 3. New Mexico Pinon Coffee K-Cups. Each one presents a unique and serious danger. Now, let's break down exactly why these products were recalled. What went wrong? In the case of the Dollar General Clover Valley Instant Coffee, the reason is shocking. The recall was issued because of potential glass contamination. Small fragments of glass may be mixed in with the coffee granules. Major manufacturing failure. A dangerous foreign object could be in your jar. You would not be able to see it easily. It could be scooped into your mug. This is a physical hazard of the highest order. The Our Family Decaf Coffee recall is different, but just as dangerous. The problem, mislabeling. The packages were sold as decaffeinated coffee. However, the coffee inside actually contains caffeine. For someone who must avoid caffeine, this is a disaster. Imagine having a severe heart arrhythmia. Your doctor tells you to switch to decaf. You trust the label. You drink the coffee. You could trigger a serious medical episode. This is not a simple mix-up. This is a health time bomb for unsuspecting consumers. The third recall, involving New Mexico Pinon Coffee K-Cups, is about chemical contamination. The recall was initiated because the ink used on the lids of the pods could leak into the coffee. When you brew a K-Cup, hot water passes through the pod at high pressure. That process could be introducing ink chemicals directly into your drink. We don't want to be drinking ink. The long-term health effects of ingesting these chemicals are not fully known, but we know for certain that it is not safe. This is an invisible threat you cannot see or taste. Each of these failures represents a breakdown in safety protocols. Glass shards in instant coffee, hidden caffeine in a product sold as decaf, ink chemicals leaking into a single-serve pod. These are not minor issues. They are serious threats that can cause immediate or long-term harm. Manufacturers have a fundamental responsibility to ensure their products are safe. In these cases, that responsibility was not met. This is why the FDA and these companies have acted to pull these items from the market. Your safety depends on it. Let's talk about the real-world health risks. Why are these recalls so important for your family? Let's start with the glass in the Clover Valley instant coffee. Ingesting glass, even tiny fragments, can be catastrophic. It can cause serious injury to your mouth and throat. It can lead to cuts and internal bleeding in your esophagus, stomach, intestines. This can lead to severe pain, infection, emergency surgery. For children or the elderly, the risk is even greater. This is a medical emergency waiting to happen in a coffee cup. Now consider the hidden caffeine in the Our Family decaf coffee. Many people choose decaf on their doctor's orders. They may have heart conditions like atrial fibrillation, high blood pressure. An unexpected jolt of caffeine can trigger palpitations, raise blood pressure to dangerous levels, interfere with medications. People with anxiety disorders, panic attacks can experience heightened symptoms. Pregnant women are often advised to limit caffeine. Unknowingly consuming it puts them and their babies at risk. This is a serious betrayal of consumer trust with direct health consequences. The ink contamination in the New Mexico Piñon coffee K-Cups presents a more subtle but still significant danger. The chemicals used in printing inks are not meant for human consumption. While a single cup might not cause immediate illness, the risk lies in repeated exposure. What happens when you drink this coffee every day for months? These chemicals can accumulate in your body. We call this bioaccumulation. The long-term effects could range from organ damage, other serious health issues. We must always be cautious about introducing foreign chemicals into our bodies. These are not hypothetical scenarios. These are real dangers that can affect real people. Your health and the health of your family is paramount. A simple morning pleasure should never come with the risk of internal injury, a cardiac event, chemical poisoning. This is why we pay attention to recalls. It is why we take them seriously. The potential for harm is too great to ignore. Understanding these risks is the first step toward protecting yourself. You deserve to feel safe in your own kitchen. Your kitchen should be a sanctuary of health and nourishment. Okay, you know the brands and you know the dangers. Now, it's time for action. How do you find out if the coffee in your pantry is part of the recall? The first step is to carefully examine the packaging. Don't just glance at the brand name. You need to look for specific identifiers. These are usually printed on the bottom, side, back. You're looking for lot numbers, batch codes, expiration dates, best by dates. These codes are how manufacturers track specific production runs. For the Dollar General Clover Valley instant coffee, you need to check the specific UPC code and best by dates. The recall notice from the FDA will list these exact numbers. Go online to the FDA's website, fda.gov, and search for the recall. It will tell you exactly which codes are part of the recall. For example, it might say to look for a best by date of July 23, 2026. If your jar matches the product name and the specific codes, it is part of the recall. Do not guess. You must verify the numbers. For the Our Family decaf coffee and the New Mexico Piñon coffee K-Cups, the process is similar. Find the packaging. Look for the product codes. For the K-Cups, this information might be on the outer box, not the individual pods. Again, the official recall notices are your best source of information. You can find these on the company's website or on government safety websites like the FDA or the CPSC. These notices provide the precise details you need to make a positive identification. If you are ever unsure, err on the side of caution. If you can't find a lot number, or if the packaging is damaged and you can't read it, it's better to be safe than sorry. You can also call the customer service number printed on the coffee packaging. The company will have representatives who are trained to help you identify if your product is affected by the recall. Taking these few minutes to check properly is a small investment in your health and peace of mind. So you followed the steps, you checked the codes, and you discovered that the coffee in your kitchen is part of the recall. What is the absolute first thing you should do? It is simple. Do not use it, do not drink it, do not even open it. If it's already open, seal it securely. Most importantly, make sure it is out of reach of everyone in your household, especially children. Put it in a separate bag, put it in a box, and set it aside in a place where no one can accidentally use it. Follow the official recall notice instructions. Don't throw it in the trash right away. Usually, return it to the point of purchase. Take it back to the store where you bought it. When you return it, you'll typically get a full refund. You usually do not need a receipt. Returning helps companies track retrieved products. If you can't return it, the recall notice will give alternatives. Sometimes you'll be asked to dispose of it yourself. They might give a phone number, or a website to submit photos of the product codes for a refund. If the product contains glass shards, handle with extreme care. If the product is chemically contaminated, seal it in a plastic bag before disposal. Always follow the specific disposal instructions. If you've consumed any recalled coffee, monitor your health closely. If you have unusual symptoms, contact your doctor immediately. Clover Valley. If you feel mouth pain or stomach distress, seek care. Our Family Decaf. If you have a heart condition, watch for changes in symptoms. Your health is the priority. Don't hesitate to get professional medical advice. You now have the tools to identify these dangerous products and take appropriate action. Knowledge is your best protection against these hidden dangers. This recent wave of coffee recalls is a powerful reminder for all of us. It shows us that we must be active participants in our own health and safety. We cannot assume that every product on the shelf is safe. Mistakes happen, contamination occurs, and when it does, being informed is your best defense. Your health is your most valuable asset. It is worth taking a few extra minutes each week to stay aware of what is happening in the world of food safety. This is not about living in fear. It is about living with awareness. How can you stay updated on future recalls? There are excellent resources available to you. The Food and Drug Administration or FDA website is a primary source for food and drug recalls. You can even sign up for email alerts. The United States Department of Agriculture, or USDA, handles recalls for meat and poultry. Following reputable news sources and health experts can also keep you informed. Make it a habit. Just as you check the weather, take a moment to check for any new safety alerts that might affect your family. This is also a good opportunity to talk to your family and friends. Share this information with them. They may have these dangerous products in their homes and not even know it. A quick text message or a phone call could prevent a serious health issue. When we share knowledge, we build a stronger, safer community. We look out for one another. That is one of the most powerful things we can do. Your awareness can protect not only your own household, but also the people you care about most. In the end, it all comes down to a simple principle. Your health comes first. Always. Never hesitate to investigate if something doesn't seem right. Always check for recall notices, and always trust your instincts. Your morning coffee should be a simple pleasure, a moment of peace before a busy day. By staying vigilant and informed, you can ensure that it always is. Thank you for taking the time to learn about this important issue. Stay safe and be well. Your body will thank you for it.